He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Blue Devils offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make certain...
Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. And the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On fourth down, looking to pass. It's complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Give to the running back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. On the option. Breaks into the open. Makes a pass to Marker. He's at the touchdown Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. LSU right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Rodriguez will go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down. Scrambling away. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Motion from the wideout. Rodriguez will throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed.
That's a fumble on the play.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Spins away from one. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. LSU quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Rodriguez will go up top. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got it in the middle, it's Hills. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. They'll go back to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Blue Devils are threatening in the red zone. Let's go! They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. On the option. Quick toss. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The option look. Oh, better look out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. LSU right back to the line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Still on his feet at the 35. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the catch. It's Sampson.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Quick handoff. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Nice move. Create some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Rodriguez will throw. That's caught. It's Winston. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
LSU quick to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Crosses the 35. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. LSU right back to the line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of runs.
Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Turning it on. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Rodriguez will go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Rodriguez will throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Blue Devils. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Frank. Here comes the heat. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Duke. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Frank. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look, to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Direct snap. It's Frank. Steps away. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rodriguez will go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. LSU quick to the line. They'll send the back in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the catch. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This should be the last play of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field.
There he goes. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for room, it's Lindsey. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. Across. He's got room. And he ran it away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Sharp. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep until they find an answer.
A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Rodriguez will throw. Skips away from pressure. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Pressure coming. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a design run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now facing a third and long. A run for the quarterback. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. LSU trying to convert a fourth down. On the move. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring. That last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0. They're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Blue Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's on target and complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries. Shin.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Blue Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part of it. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 31 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the